Hi, I'm Clive Owen and I'm playing Raiden in this movie. Raiden is the sort of chief protector and warrior for Lord Bartok, who's played by Morgan Freeman. It has a very, very classic feel. I was very taken with the script. I've been attached to this project for about 4 years, and when I first read it, it was a very traditional samurai story, and I met Kaz, the director, and I said, look, I really like your script, but I don't think I can play a samurai. And he said, why not? And we talked about it, and he had this vision of doing a very international movie with just casting the right people in the parts and setting it in its own world and its own time. And it was a very elegant and very well written script and very classic sort of storytelling. And I liked Kaz a lot, and he talked very intelligently about the movie and how he wanted to do it. You establish at the beginning of the movie that that Lord Bartok and my character Raiden are very, very close. That I was a character that was on the wrong side of the tracks. I sort of, and he took me in, and slowly I became his sort of second in command, really, and his sort of warrior and protector, and we've become extremely close. And he's been summoned to come to see the minister for what he thinks is a very morally corrupt reason to be bribed, really. This is going to have a very sort of unique action style to it, really, because we have these incredible Korean stunt guys that some people consider to be the best in Asia, and they have a very particular style of fighting, and we've mixed that with sort of local stunt people, and there's a real sort of Asian Western fusion sort of style that's developed. What the Korean guys have brought to the film is very, very special. It's incredibly sort of alive. It's very fast, much quicker fighting, swordplay than often in sort of period movies. I was very concerned because they were all, they're pretty serious martial art guys, and I'm supposed to be top warrior, so it was important that I put the work in. So they, which I was very glad about, came to London prior to the shooting started and worked with me for a few weeks just to bring me up to speed a bit of the kind of style that they were looking at. And then what's very exciting about them, though, is that they do things in a very unorthodox way. The sets are very, very alive, and they're very quick to respond to the environment and to what's happening and change things and make things happen. And I do think the action's one of the strongest things of the film. Well, he was very true to his word, Kaz. The first time he ever spoke about it, he said, I just want to cast the best actors, and I don't care where they're from, and it's not going to be set in Asia or in the West or anywhere. I'm going to create my own world. And that's exactly what he's done. He has a very clear idea about what he wants, and he's very, very calm director, which I think is always a good thing. He's sort of, he's very steady and very clear about everything that he wants to achieve in every scene. And no, it's been a pleasure. Morgan Freeman, the man. I mean, he's great. I mean, he's one of the legends, current day legends of film, really, and he's the perfect guy to play this part because he plays the moral center of the film. The whole film becomes about redeeming him, and it's his morality which sets the tone at the beginning of the film, and the things that he stands for, and he just carries with him such a sort of weight and substance about him as an actor that it supports the whole movie, really, the idea that something has happened to him and that it's a wrong that has to be set right. Costumes are really, really fantastic. I mean, if you think that we're setting this in its own fantasy world, it means we have license to do anything, and we can have any costume and it was a big concern coming into this because because you haven't got a very particular set time that it's set in, or there could have been anything. I could have arrived and been given any costume, and I was really, really sort of excited and happy when I saw the work that had been gone into costumes, because they felt incredibly strong, very kind of cinematic, and not set in any particular period, but they felt very, very comfortable. And I've talked to all the actors, and we all kind of feel the same, and actors are very sensitive to whether things like that are off, and if you're in the wrong costume, it can really affect things. But she's just done such a brilliant job and taken influences from all kinds of films, and there is a sort of Asian influence there, and there's a sort of period medieval influence there, and she's kind of melted a lot of things together and just come up with something that I think is very cool.